again, my name is Tara McGitz. I'm an attorney with the law offices of Drinkwater and Goldstein, which is located in Camden County, New Jersey. This is one of a continuing series on various topics within areas that we practice. Today's topic is going to be about defamation. And if you have any questions about defamation or any other personal injury matter that you'd like to discuss with us, our contact information will be located somewhere within the video, or you can log on to our website, which is drinkwatergoldsteinlaw.com, or Help I'm Hurt. That's what it is. helpimhurt.law. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. I forget sometimes. So as in every video, the information that I'm discussing with you is going to be specific to New Jersey, and you should not assume that the information is correct if you do not live in New Jersey, but rather in a different state. And I would strongly urge and suggest that if you believe that you have a defamation complaint that you can file against another party, that you seek out competent counsel in the state where you reside or the state where the information of defamation has occurred, so that you have the correct advice. It's important that you do so immediately, as at least in New Jersey, to jump right in a little bit, defamation has a short statute of limitations of 1 year. Now, there are two primary types of defamation in terms of how the communication occurs, because defamation by definition is communication of false assertions of fact of and concerning the plaintiff to a third party, which subsequently causes injury or damage to another's reputation. Now, that can take the form of libel, which is a written or published communication, or slander, which is spoken communication. And while you might think that slander is the primary defamation or type of defamation case that is brought, increasingly today, libel is actually the major source of defamation claims that are being filed, because a lot of them are coming from internet publications, which would be, or recordings, which are considered libel and not slander, even though they may include videos which include the verbal spoken communication. The actual recording itself is considered the defamatory action, and therefore it's considered libel. New Jersey, as I said, has a 1-year statute of limitations, and if you fail to file within the initial publication, you are generally going to be out of luck in terms of your ability to file. There's some wiggle room that is very specific dealing with republication that for our purposes we're not going to have the time to get into in any depth today, because defamation has a lot to discuss. In addition to the definition of defamation that I provided to you, New Jersey and frankly most states and also include a separation of public figures or limited purpose public figures in terms of what they require that party to prove to establish defamation and then to establish damages. So if you would be considered a public figure such as Richard Simmons, Donald Trump, Joy Reid, James Woods, Bill Cosby, Sarah Palin, to name a few who have been in the news recently for having defamation claims filed against them, they would have to meet the standard of actual malice on the part of the communicator and not simply negligence, which a non-public figure and a non-limited public purpose figure would have to establish. So if I wanted to claim defamation because I am not considered a public figure or limited purpose public figure, my standard to establish defamation and damages would be the negligence standard. For celebrities and those who are considered to be public figures or limited purpose public figures, the standard is actual malice, which is very, very difficult to establish. There are various defenses to defamation. This seems obvious, but truth is a defense to defamation. So if you are telling the truth, obviously you are not imparting false information, and therefore you are not guilty of committing a defamatory violation, nor have you sustained defamation damage. In addition, if what you or another party against you has said or communicated is opinion or is not a statement of fact, then that similarly is going to be considered a defense to defamation. And to touch on one of the names that I had indicated earlier, James Woods has been sued as a result of a publication that he made on Twitter, which the woman to whom the publication basically dealt with, she filed against him alleging that he had defamed her. He had on Twitter posted her picture, her name, and asked the question, and asked what the courts have considered to be a question, because at the end of the statement that he published, there was a question mark. So they determined in an opinion that he had asked a question and he had not made a statement of fact. And therefore he was not, at this point at least, it's winding its way through the appeals courts. So the final decision on that has not occurred yet. In addition, a major defense that we see come up frequently in defamation cases, especially now that the internet is significantly prevalent, is Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. And that essentially stands for the proposition that if you are if you have a website and you have a comments section and you don't moderate the comments and someone posts something that is defamatory or another person thinks defamatory, you're not responsible for the commenter's post. Now, there's a limited exception that I've seen in a couple different cases that dealt with when the comment section is in fact moderated. And in those circumstances, it's a little bit less clear that Section 230 does in fact apply. And so if you believe that someone has communicated a false assertion of fact of and concerning you to a third party, which has subsequently caused injury or damage to your reputation or standing within the community, and you would like to discuss the possibility of a defamation case, please give us a call. Our contact information is located somewhere on the page for you. Send us an email, send us a fax, comment after the video in the comment section, and we will get back to you and be happy to go over that with you. As always, my name is Tara McGitz. I'm an attorney with the law offices of Drinkwater and Goldstein. This information has been specifically related to the state of New Jersey only. And if you reside in a different state and believe that you have been defamed, please reach out to an attorney in that jurisdiction. See you next time. This is Tara McGitz from the law offices of Drinkwater and Goldstein. Please remember, as always, to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our brand new website, helpimhurt.law. That's helpimhurt.law. And the graphic should be somewhere on this video actually identifying what that is and potentially with a link, so please feel free to come check it out. Let me know what you think. Thanks. See you next time.